weeks recently after the FBI took over this investigation. So what do we know about how the investigation is and how it's going so far?
Yeah, we're learning more about the investigation, Mugo, including who the investigation is not bringing in. So we know that state investigators have been denied all evidence related to the investigation. In addition to that, CBS News has learned that the Civil Rights Division within the Department of Justice, which typically would join in an investigation of this nature, has also been excluded. And that's created a lot of concern among officials like Governor Walz, who, as you mentioned, visited this memorial site, this vigil site earlier today, as well as Mayor Fry. Earlier today, we also saw investigators from the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension here in Minnesota. That is the sort of local arm that would typically have joined the FBI in an investigation of this nature. And state officials have said that they are conducting their own investigation now, and we can now confirm that that investigation is underway. So not only have we seen dueling narratives out of this horrific event, but we've also now seen dueling investigations. We do know that the FBI is continuing. We've asked several top Homeland Security officials about concerns about this investigation, and they have offered some reassurances that it will be fair. We did reach out to the Department of Justice. We asked if it will be disclosed to the public. We have not heard back yet, but typically what the FBI would be doing in a moment like this would be assembling a timeline, talking to witnesses, analyzing evidence, looking at the social media of the individual here who was shot dead, Renee Good. And that is what our law enforcement sources have been telling us at this time.
Nicole, I want to go back to Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. She is sending more troops to Minneapolis. Why is the Trump administration scaling up?
Yeah, hundreds of more CBP personnel, Border Patrol agents, who the Department of Homeland Security says will help to secure immigration operations throughout the Twin Cities area. And we have seen some very aggressive confrontations between protesters, demonstrators, and ICE agents just over the past 48 hours as federal agents really scour this city. Part of what the Department of Homeland Security says is not only an immigration crackdown, but also a crackdown amid an ongoing fraud scandal within the state of Minnesota. And we spoke with the man in charge of it all, Commander Gregory Bavino, just yesterday, and I asked him specifically what the men and women on the ground here who are with CBP, who are with ICE, are doing to bring the temperature down. He claimed to us that de-escalation was a priority for him. Of course, our conversation happened moments after we saw both him and several Border Patrol agents confront protesters, deploy tear gas, deploy pepper spray, deploy pepper balls. So certainly his words cut against what we witnessed there at the scene. But he also said, look, immigration operations are going to continue unabated. So certainly no indication on the ground here, Mugo, that anything is slowing down or de-escalating for that matter.
Okay. Nicole Sganga in Minneapolis for us today. Thank you.